All ends tomorrow night. 3 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. It's Badr versus Overeem. The final round in Arnhem inside the Glory Ring.
What's going on, you guys? It's been a while since I did a video in regards to kickboxing, but I got to give you the news and we got to get this train back rolling. Alistar Overeem, multi-champion in the sport of kickboxing, right? Various titles. He's a long-time fighter in the sport of mixed martial arts and in the world of kickboxing. But Overeem is what they called him at one point. Fought Badr once again back in October. But now it has come out that he has tested positive. And the decision in that fight has turned into a no contest. Yeah, so these guys fought years ago. Alistar Overeem and Badr. I believe this is the second or third time they fought. But nonetheless, they fought multiple times when they was younger, and now they fought in their 40s. Alistar Overeem is now 42 years old, and he spent some time in the UFC. But it says here, Alistar Overeem suspended for 1 year. Win over Badr overturned to no contest due to doping violation. Then it says Alistar Overeem has been suspended for 1 year and his win over Badr has been overturned due to a violation of Glory's anti-doping rules. In addition to the suspension, Overeem has been removed from Glory's rankings and has been asked to turn over a percentage of his winnings from the fight. Now, mind you guys, this fight happened back in October. Do he still have those earnings, right? Then it says Glory officials confirmed the news to MMA Fighting on Tuesday following an initial report from Vetch Sports Info. It had previously been reported that Overeem tested positive for a banned substance, although details around what exactly was found in the system has not been revealed. Overeem had both his A and B sample tested. Results came back positive, which led to the punishment being handed down by Glory. Wow. Ugly situation for Alistar Overeem, for years, MMA and kickboxing fans alike assumed that he was on something. You see the physique of this guy over the years, and he looks like a bodybuilder, and he was just as ferocious as can be, right? But then once the UFC stepped in and really start cracking down on those testosterone and these guys that's coming in with these elevated testosterone levels, then you see Alistar Overeem start to look a little different, and his performances also were affected. It says Overeem returned to kickboxing in 2022 after his UFC career came to a close following a decade-long run with the promotion. Yeah, Overeem was with the UFC for quite a while. He had his ups and downs in the promotion. Then it says in his first fight back, Overeem scored a unanimous decision win over Badr in a back-and-forth battle. But the victory has now been removed from his record, and the fight has now been declared a no contest. Overeem has not made any statement regarding the positive drug test or his suspension. During his time with the UFC, Overeem has also faced a 9-month suspension handed down by the Nevada Athletic Commission after testing positive for elevated levels of testosterone, which was more than double the limit allowed in the state at that time. So Overeem got the nickname Ubereem for many reasons, I think, right? I think they called him Ubereem because of his physique, his action figure, superhero-like physique. The fact that a lot of people say he was eating horse meat. I mean, there's been a lot of things over the years that was said about Alistar Overeem, man. I mean, it's crazy. This dude's been fighting since he was 20 years old back in 2001, and now he's 42 years old. He's testing positive. And if you look at him in his more recent fight against Badr, he looks a lot more stronger than he did at his last few fights in the UFC once the UFC started cracking down on the testosterone. But yeah, you guys, that's the latest in kickboxing. I'm going to start kicking up the kickboxing news more frequently now back on the channel. Alistar Overeem, man. I mean, one may say this should have been the end of the road for Alistar Overeem as a fighter in general, right? When we talk about guys like Overeem who fought in mixed martial arts and in kickboxing, you just say he's a fighter. And I think it's time for Alistar Overeem to finally hang up his gloves as a fighter once and for all. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.